I remember writing in the 2nd grade that I wanted to be a teacher, and I always knew that I was going to be a teacher. I started school a year early, and it created challenges for me because I wasn't able to pick up material as fast as the other students. Outside of school, my jaju would quiz me on my math facts and read with me. It showed me that even though I had challenges in school, there were still people who wanted to help me. In high school, I knew I had to work harder than everyone else to get the same results, but I had teachers that would help me in subject areas outside of their own because they could relate to how I felt. The way these interactions with my jaju and my teachers made me feel while I was learning is the inspiration for how I'd like my students to feel. I'm able to build relationships and be vulnerable with my students when they're struggling because I've been in their shoes and I know exactly how they feel. Being able to relate to them from my own experience has become a massive asset in becoming a teacher.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second game of this doubleheader at the beautiful Keene State Owl Athletic Complex. First game against UMass-Boston. The Owls fell 9-0. Second game of this doubleheader, Owls looking to change the tide a little bit and put a couple runs on the board. Starting on the mound today for the Owls, Meg Strigowski. Owls struggled to stop this offense in the last game, the only scoreless inning of the 5 being the first one. Looking to put an end to those hopes is center fielder Sophie Richland, leading off for the Beacons. Currently your Keene State Owls men's baseball team falling 12-7 in the bottom of the 6th. 2 outs right now, runners on first and second. 3-2 count against Eastern Connecticut.
It's a strikeout and Driscoll is out of the inning. We'll head to the 7th. State still trailing.
Batter is in the box, the cool breeze is blowing through, and we're ready for the second game of this doubleheader. First pitch on the way, high, outside ball 1. Strigowski looking to step up and keep runners off the base path, something that wasn't done much in the first. That pitch is in there, ball 2, going to be a 2-0 count for Richland. Richland, leadoff hitter for the Beacons. Batting .333 this year, 779 average, OPS. That one's in there for strike 1.
Dave, did you rule McHugh? Is that a base hit or was that on the first base? Yeah.
2-1 count. Strigowski looking to get back into this one. Shows bunt. Going to be strike 2. Richland hangs it out there a little longer, leading to the tied-up count. That one is popped up, and the catch is made. It's over at first, coming into the infield to make that grab for the first out of the first inning. Tilbury, number 2, second baseman, or excuse me, number 3. Second baseman for the Beacons at the plate. First pitch. A little outside for strike 1, or ball 1, excuse me. That one again, not in the zone. Going to be ball 2. Calls time there. Baseball onto the field. Athletic complex, back-to-back fields. Baseball and softball. Baseball currently in the top of the 7th of their game. 2-0 count here. That one high for 3-0 count. Your batters count here now for Tilbury. Looking to be the first runner on in this second game of the doubleheader for the Beacons. Beacons, plenty of runners on in that first game. That's going to be low inside for ball 4, a walk. Very similar start to the last game here. Walk for the first runner, and unfortunately there, the Beacons continue to just kind of pour it on. It's 1 out already. Strugowski will be looking to get out of this one relatively quick. In order to do that, so we have to get through Reed, no combo. That one hit up deep left. The catch is made. Runner will advance, but the Owls grab their second out of the inning. Left fielder makes the grab for the second out of the inning. Willie Crockett at the plate. First pitch comes in. Runner in scoring position, but 1 strike, 2 outs. Strugowski looking to get out of this one. That one driven down third base line. Throw over to first. In time, and fields it cleanly. And that is 1-2-3. Little scare there with the runner in scoring position, but the Owls get out of it. We'll be right back when the Owls take the plate in the bottom of the first.
The road to national championships runs through NCAA.com. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want all in one place. With live broadcasts of multiple championships across all divisions, with exclusive access.
Turn this music on, we still dancing.
And highlights for every single championship. Stay in the game all season long with NCAA.com, the home of college sports.
I learned a lot of valuable lessons playing college football. I never thought about the health benefits of exercise until I actually started to talk to coaches in college. It's not only just for performance, it's for life. My coaches instilled the importance of well-being, not only building up strength, mental health, getting enough sleep, eating properly is all what it is to be healthy. I decided that I want to go on a personal trainer and share my knowledge that I obtained in college about physical and mental well-being.
Welcome back here to the Owl Athletic Complex. Meg Strugowski able to get out of that one relatively quickly. 1 runner made it to second base. Other than that, Owls get out scoreless, and the Beacons will be playing some defense here, trying to limit the Owls. Elise Picard leading off for the Owls, looking to get on base and get the first run of the day. Unfortunately, went scoreless in the first game. First pitch to Picard. In there for strike 1. Little inside. Picard backed off the plate a little bit. Jackie Sherry on the mound for the Beacons. This one low for ball 1. 1-1 count for Picard. Owls looked to get a couple runners in the first inning in that first game. Unfortunately, never drove any of them in. That one's low once again. Not able to find the bottom of the zone there from Sherry. With the 2-1 count. Pitch to Picard. That's driven high. Popped up. Left center field. Grab is made. Out number 1. Left fielder Mary Matthews is able to get under that one for the first out. Allie Whiterman at the plate now for the Owls. Looking to be the first base runner for the Owls today. swing on the first pitch. That's driven out to left field. Matthews under it once again, and that'll be the second out of the first inning. Unfortunately, a similar type of inning that we saw early in that first game. Center fielder for the Beacons, Sophie Richland, able to get under. At some point, it felt like 5 in a row. Number 5, Kelly Halverson at the plate here. First one comes in for ball 1. Halverson leading the average for the team, 386 with a 857 OPS. 8 runs batted in, 2 doubles, 27 total hits. Looking for another one here. Instead, that one will be in there for a strike. Delayed call right there. Sherry able to find the bottom of the zone there and make it a 1-1 count. With that, third pitch on the way. Bunt laid down. Rolls foul. Halverson quite the jump on that one. Looked like if it stayed fair would have made it over to first, but instead going to get called back, and now with a 1-2 count, have to be a little bit more aggressive. Assume you pick up the bunt here. Two outs already here, 1-2 count. Halverson checks her swing there to make it a 2-2 count. Great job not being overly aggressive there. So 2 strikes down. It's tough for the batter to hold back some of those swings. You want to swing at things a little bit outside the zone. Halverson able to pull back there and get a ball back. That one outside, floated a little off speed over the bag, and it's going to be called a ball. A little bit of confusion there, but that brings it to a full count. Good eye from Halverson. Now with the 3-2 count, looking to be the first runner on and get the base running started for the Owls here. 3-2 pitch, driven, caught, and quite a grab it was. Great reflex right there. Third baseman Lauren Miner able to make the grab, and another scoreless half an inning. We'll be right back at the top of the second when the Beacons take the plate.
I remember writing in the 2nd grade that I wanted to be a teacher, and I always knew that I was going to be a teacher. I started school a year early, and it created challenges for me because I wasn't able to pick up material as fast as the other students. Outside of school, my jaju would quiz me on my math facts and read with me. It showed me that even though I had challenges in school, there were still people who wanted to help me. In high school, I knew I had to work harder than everyone else to get the same results, but I had teachers that would help me in subject areas outside of their own because they could relate to how I felt. The way these interactions with my jaju and my teachers made me feel while I was learning is the inspiration for how I'd like my students to feel. I'm able to build relationships and be vulnerable with my students when they're struggling because I've been in their shoes and I know exactly how they feel. Being able to relate to them from my own experience has become a massive asset in becoming a teacher.
College sports fans, get ready for game day with officially licensed.
Welcome back here to the Owl Athletic Complex. First pitch of the second inning comes in there for strike 1. Strugowski able to get out of that other one scoreless and looking to have another scoreless inning. String 2 together. It'll be the first time the Owls do that today. Unfortunately, fell in 5 innings to the Beacons. In the first game of this doubleheader, that one's popped up to right field, and the grab is made. Out number 1, number 4, Carissa Miller able to get under that and keep the at-bat short. Mary Matthews, number 5, left fielder for the Beacons, able to make 2 grabs out there in the first inning at the plate now to do some damage on offense. That one fouled off, it's out of play, and that'll be strike 1. Strugowski ahead in the count now. 0-1 count. Matthews watches that one come in, low inside. Give me ball 1, 1-1 count. Once again, just unable to find the zone there, find the corner. It's going to be a 2-1 count. No swing from Matthews. That pitch in there for strike 2. Strigowski able to tie up the count once again. 2-2 count. Looking for a strikeout here in the second out of the inning. Instead it's going to be ball 3. Good eye right there from Matthews, making a full count. No one on, 1 out in the top of the second. That one driven over to third, throw to first, makes the field cleanly. Out number 2. That's going to be big for the Owls. Felt like every time the ball came off the Beacons' bat in that first game, it was finding gap, it was finding clean field. And so now in this second game, just making sure you can field the routine ones and keep them off the base path. Ella Dalal at the plate, number 6 for the Beacons. Drives that down the foul, down the third base line. Going to be strike 1. 2 outs here in the top of the second, still scoreless. This is big for the Owls. Changes the momentum away from the first game. That first one lets up 5 runs in the second inning, never able to fully recover. That pitch comes in a little low, going to be ball 1, 1-1 count. Good eye right there from Dalal. 1-1 pitch, inside and low. Gonna bring it to a 2-1 count. This one, back to third. Picard fields it, throw over, not in time. Saving what probably could have been a extra base hit right there. Picard backing up third base, able to get the throw over to first, not in time, but keeps the runner. And now holding back the damage a little bit. Now we're going to see numbers 23. Maya Rodriguez at the plate for the Beacons. A second runner on base for them. That one driven over to third base once again. Throw over to first. Routine, and it will be out number 3. Owls hold them scoreless for the first 2. Now we'll look to take the plate and score that first run of the day. We'll be right back on the Owls Athletic Network.
Grounds 1 to short, and not able to be picked cleanly for life.
We are Keene State. Here, we believe that everyone is welcome and anything is possible.
Look closer. We are a tight-knit community, an inclusive community, where people can be their true selves. Bring your ability, background, culture, or traditions, whatever makes you you.
You already have what it takes. Welcome to Keene State.
The road to national championships runs through NCAA.com. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want all in one place. With live broadcasts of multiple championships across all divisions, with exclusive access.
Turn this music on, we still dancing.
And highlights for every single championship. Stay in the game all season long with NCAA.com, the home of college sports.
Welcome back here to the bottom of the second game of the doubleheader here. Owls unfortunately dropped the first one 9-0 in 5 innings. Looking to bounce back here. Held the Beacons scoreless in the first 2 and now look for their first base runner today. Abby Munkovitz takes the plate. First baseman able to make a couple grabs in that second inning for a couple outs, keeping it scoreless. That one will find the inside part of the zone. Munkovitz backs off it a little bit. It's going to be strike 1. Now with an 0-1 count. Cherry's pitch. That one reaches the shortstop. Big stretch. And the out is made. Great play right there by the Beacons defense. Liv Whittier, number 23, now taking the plate. Again, still looking for that first base runner. That play looked like Munkovitz could have been safe, but a big stretch right there from Haley Krokta, able to make the grab. That one low for ball 1 for Whittier. 1-0 pitch. Sherry's in there for strike one. Tying up the count. Whittier held back on that one, looking for her pitch. Now the 1-1. 1 out on the board. That one is outside. That'll be ball 2. 2-1 count. A little bit of freedom for Whittier. 2 pitches to work with. 2 strikes to work with at least. That one low, and it's going to be ball 3. No real hitters count here for Whittier. A lot of freedom to work with this pitch. 3-1 pitch from Sherry is hit deep left, and it's caught right before the warning track. Grab is made by Mary Matthews. Now we'll be looking once again for who the Owls' first base runner is going to be. Carissa Miller, right fielder Carissa Miller, number 4, is at the plate. Looking to be the first runner for the Owls and looking to get this offense moving. Great contact right there from Whittier, just not able to find open space. Holds back on that one, flinches, but that one's called ball. Good check swing. Now with the 1-0 count to Miller. Inside, Miller gets out of the way of that one. Make it a 2-0 count.
It's just the play, it's still discussing the home plate umpire.
2-0 count. Miller. Big swing and a miss right there for strike 1. 2-1 count for Miller now. Owls defense able to hold off the Beacons thus far, but are going to want to put up runs pretty soon. We saw how quickly that offense for the Beacons got started in the first game. Big cut right there and a miss from Miller, and now he's at a 2-2 count. Sherry able to get back in that one. This one floated over the plate, and it's fouled off. That off speed that we saw earlier, just trying to locate the zone, apparently found it there. Miller takes a cut at it, but it's going to go foul. Not great contact, just popped it up. Two count, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Big swing right there from Miller, going to roll past the pitcher. Throw over to first. In time. Close call right there, but nevertheless, it's going to be out number 3, and we'll be right back with the top of the third in this scoreless game against the Beacons.
We are Keene State. Here, we believe that everyone is welcome and anything is possible.
Look closer. We are a tight-knit community, an inclusive community, where people can be their true selves. Bring your ability, background, culture, or traditions, whatever makes you you.
You already have what it takes. Welcome to Keene State.
To national championships runs through NCAA.com. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want all in one place. With live broadcasts of multiple championships across all divisions, with exclusive access.
Turn this music on, we still dancing.
And highlights for every single championship. Stay in the game all season long with NCAA.com, the home of college sports.
6, Avery Weinstein. Now batting for the Beacons, the center fielder, number 8, Sophie Richland.
Again, a compliment rate. The Warriors scored no runs on 2 hits with no Keene State errors, leaving 2 runners on base.
What is the pitcher? I don't know if this is.
Pitching for the Warriors, number 25, Nathan Serena.
Now batting for
This
the
one?
Beacons,
Is it
the
that
second
one?
baseman, number 3, Haley Taylor.
Brady with one more out.
Evan Kelly.
So, like that?
We are Keene State. Here, we believe that everyone is welcome and anything is possible.
Look closer. We are a tight-knit community, an inclusive community, where people can be their true selves. Bring your ability, background, culture, or traditions, whatever makes you you.
You already have what it takes. Welcome to Keene State.
Looking for a new car? It's time to visit New Car Nissan of Keene. 600 new Nissan cars, trucks, and SUVs available right now. Plus, New Car has the most competitive prices. Nissan comes with New Car's complimentary 200,000-mile protection plan. Drive worry-free for many miles to come. Visit New Car Nissan of Keene today.
Holy Murray.
Still. Let me just leave it right there. Like, let me follow the movement still. Okay. This is so confusing.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 16, Tommy Ayler.
They start running. What am I supposed to do?
So a couple base runners straight for the Owls and no runs. Head now to the Knights. No. Yeah.
Within the body, the Browns scored 0 runs on 2 hits with no Warriors power out.
The pitcher, number 22, Meg Strzelski.
Number 6, Trey Brown.
New pitcher will be coming in here for the Owls as they are trying to avoid finally having their second game lose snap. Obviously playing today, trying to get full possession of the LEC. 2-1. It's like right now that might not happen, but obviously still happening to go. Jordan Running comes in 2-0, 2-3 ERA. It's 11th appearance of the year.
Three down. The Owls. Number 5, Surge. UMass-Boston 0, Keene State 0.
We are Keene State. Here, we believe that everyone is welcome and anything is possible.
Look closer. We are a tight-knit community, an inclusive community, where people can be their true selves. Bring your ability, background, culture, or traditions, whatever makes you you.
You already have what it takes. Welcome to Keene State.
Fenton Family Dealerships, Tri-State Area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, has state-of-the-art service facilities and services all makes and models. Home to an exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty and no extra cost to you. Locally owned since 1986. More information at fentondealerships.com.
When we put this uniform on, we're preparing to serve our home state of New Hampshire. We serve part-time in our own communities and for our families and friends. In any emergency or disaster, you can count on the soldiers of the New Hampshire Army National Guard to be there. Our mission here at home is to make life better for everyone, and the benefits.
the Beacons, the third baseman, number 11, Roller Liner.
We are Keene State. Here, we believe that everyone is welcome and anything is possible.
Look closer. We are a tight-knit community, an inclusive community, where people can be their true selves. Bring your ability, background, culture, or traditions, whatever makes you you.
You already have what it takes. Welcome to Keene State.
Fenton Family Dealerships, Tri-State Area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, has state-of-the-art service facilities and services all makes and models. Home to an exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty and no extra cost to you. Locally owned since 1986. More information at fentondealerships.com.
When we put this uniform on, we're preparing to serve our home state of New Hampshire. We serve part-time in our own communities and for our families and friends.
Come across Western Connecticut. Come back big time, down 6.
Thank you, Sarah. Sorry.
Yeah, that's true. And then the second baseman had a chance. Barnes now, his first at bat of the game, he's going to roll it over short. Second for one, that's all they'll get. I didn't think these are 1 out in the ninth necessarily. They sit down and get forced out. Barnes does reach safe. These guys once they're safe, they're too slow. I think so. Good day. Barnes, obviously, I'm too concerned about him. 6. Last game, they checked like that as well.
I didn't see my name anyways.
I literally showed up 5 minutes ago to watch the game, and it was like open work, so I had so much fun.
No, my schedule that I had was only the baseball game. That's the only one I saw. I didn't have a name. My name lefty go to the pitcher, she's a ready, say honor. Just like this. Okay.
Still.
Yeah, it's zoomed in. Yeah, my bad. I didn't even see it on the schedule. I don't know what schedule it was, but I didn't see it.
Class that was going to go into the game got canceled, so I'll be here on time. You scheduled me for a camera, but you had me in like 2 minutes late.
Okay.
So now I don't have to come.
Okay. Yeah, I'll ask Ryan. I don't know why I didn't see it. I have Kyle's email, the one that he sent for this week, and It's just baseball. Okay. Okay, I see. Yeah, I'm not on the schedule any other day this week, just today. Yeah, I didn't get this. Okay. I had no idea. Why don't you take Marcus' car back? Huh? Sure. All right. That's all I'm here.
Come on, Liv. Drop the barrel on it.
That one driven back. Hit. Throw over to first. After there. That'll be out. For the Owls score their first. Owls take 1-10 in the bottom of the fourth. We'll go back to the top of the fifth. And then take a shot at response.
We are Keene State. Here, we believe that everyone is welcome and anything is possible.
Look closer. We are a tight-knit community, an inclusive community, where people can be their true selves. Bring your ability, background, culture, or traditions, whatever makes you you.
You already have what it takes. Welcome to Keene State.
The road to national championships runs through NCAA.com. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want all in one place. With live broadcasts of multiple championships across all divisions, with exclusive access.
Turn this music on, we still dancing.
And highlights for every single championship. Stay in the game all season long with NCAA.com, the home of college sports.
Now batting for the Beacons, the catcher, number 6, Alan Dow. Now batting for the Beacons, right fielder, number 3, Alana Rodriguez. Shortstop, number 26, Avery Weinstein. Now batting for the Eagles, the center fielder, number 8, Sophie Richard.
Lost today, Cody out, and their second injury. You guys
Ladies and gentlemen, now pitching for the Owls, number 9, Olivia Sowers.
They were getting some good swings on Shea, and he was great. Outside Dave threw 40 pitches, 1 inning. Back out there, not what we were expecting to get out of the 2 of those guys in 3 innings. So once that happened, to be fair, in the back half of the game, really good. Doesn't matter what's happening around the that makes you not always. I just think
Fenton Family Dealerships, Tri-State Area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, has state-of-the-art service facilities and services all makes and models. Home to an exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty and no.
Me? That good?
Kind of an interesting start. You got down 3-0.
A little bit more?
Back to 5 in the bottom half of the game.
Good job, Abby. Good job, Abby.
Yeah, it looks dim. Yeah? All right. Let me know.
I told them before this game, I just reminded them this game, this game wasn't good.
no runs, like 2 hits, no errors, like literally 5 hits.
I probably won't see you tomorrow. It's okay.
I worked in track when I was in high school, and I really liked being on a job site. When Keene State came to my high school, the admissions counselor told me I could have a job on a job site and also make a difference on people's lives. He said being a safety engineer meant I could work with my hands, but also make sure that everybody was going to be home safely at the end of the day. The safety field is growing rapidly because companies are noticing that keeping their workers healthy means that they can keep their workers working. My plan is to graduate from Keene State so I can get back onto a job site as a safety engineer. It's great because there's jobs to choose from all over the United States, so I can basically go anywhere I want. Keene State is giving me the tools to make that happen.
Is this good here? I feel like this is good. When she, like when she, oh, the pitcher? Yeah. What number?
Come on, Chris, find a base. Be on time right here. Dealerships in the Tri-State area is best selection. New and pre-owned
Okay.
Now, the second baseman, number 3, Molly Ray.
Have been playing really good baseball lately, and what's about
Ladies and gentlemen, to the opening for the hour, number 34, Willie Mandel.
Yeah, tomorrow. It's like hop on. Yeah. I get it. That's it.
Jake, does this be moved over a little bit right? Is this pole? Just like, is this good?
That's the last time.
I'm just going to zoom out a little bit.
Come on, Lil. Come on, Lil. Be on time.
One more hit now, but unable to drive on the run.
No run on one hit, no errors, not one left on base. Is in the bottom of the fifth. Ladies and gentlemen, your score.
We are Keene State. Here, we believe that everyone is welcome and anything is possible.
Look closer. We are a tight-knit community, an inclusive community, where people can be their true selves. Bring your ability, background, culture, or traditions, whatever makes you you.
You already have what it takes. Welcome to Keene State.
Looking for a new car? It's time to visit New Car Nissan of Keene. 600 new Nissan cars, trucks, Vs are available right now. Plus, New Car Nissan of Keene has the most competitive prices. Every new Nissan comes with New Car's complimentary 20-year, 200,000-mile protection plan. Drive worry-free for many miles to come. Visit New Car Nissan of Keene today and discover why everyone loves a new car.
Welcome back to the Owl Athletic Complex. Keene State currently holding the 1-0 lead. Low-scoring game, much different story than what we saw earlier in this doubleheader. Currently, 3 hits for the Beacons, 2 hits for the Owls, 1 error from the Beacons. Part of that scoring play for the Owls, and looking to hold this lead now on the defensive end.
Yeah, it seems like they gave up
Gave up a lot of runs there, obviously, in that first game. Was it a lot of home runs? Obviously, I didn't get to see it. Was it a lot of home runs,
you know what it was? It was just a lot of shots to the gaps. It felt like every time the ball left the bat, it was finding open space. And the Owls just did not have that type of luck. They had a couple runners on in the first. Other than that, I think they had one more run on throughout the next 5 innings. A lot of deep shots out to center. Just felt like it always found a glove. But clearly this being a little bit of a different game. Not much more offense from the Owls, but a much stronger defense.
Yeah, it'd be kind of a rarity if they can hold on to win 1-0, especially getting outscored in a doubleheader 9-1. And still winning a game.
And such a powerful offense we see on the other side from the Beacons. That one's fouled off. Beacons coming into the last game before the doubleheader with 7 batters over 300.
Oh, wow.
And so they kind of showed that in the first, taking it 9-0, but a much different story so far. That one fouled off once again.
It seems like Sowers has done a good job then keeping them at bay at this point. Obviously just knock on wood, but 6 outs away.
Sowers came in the last 2 innings of the first game of this doubleheader, allowing 2 hits, 1 earned run, and 2 strikeouts. That one up the gap. Picard over to first in time for out number 1.
Let's play there by Picard. I actually got to see, got to commentate last year on softball, but got to see some games that she played in doing camera. She's a really good player. And also a member of the field hockey team, but I think softball is really her number 1 sport and definitely shows.
Yeah, the left side of this infield really active today, and especially in the second game. It feels like the majority of the outs coming from either Picard or Kaylee Keyser over to first. First pitch comes in, ball 1. Second one on the way. Big swing and a miss right there. That'll be strike 1, 1-1 count. That one fouled off. Going to be strike 2 to Bree Mokianda.
It certainly seems like UMass-Boston coming in has obviously been a very good team. 7-3-1 in the LEC. Keene State, obviously, to their credit, has really done a good job this year. Big turnaround from last year, already well past their win total a year ago.
Absolutely. And especially just the resilience going into the second game. I mean, losing 9-0, ending that game early in the 5th. Able to get ahead of this one and try to stay ahead here. That one popped up down the third base line. It's going to drop fair. Picard gets to it from shortstop to kind of nullify it a little bit, keep it as a single.
Yeah, it's a tough one there. I mean, really not well hit, but kind of just well enough to where it could find a gap over there and left. Picard had no play on it.
Zoom in.
Yeah, dangerous spot there too, because now you have to pick it up and you're stressed out. You're worrying about what base you're going to there. That could easily turn into a double right there, but Picard keeps it as a single.
I know. I think this is the shade, right?
Natalia Fotopoulos
coming in to pinch run at first base.
Yeah.
Name I struggled with in the first game. A name I waited to hear someone else pronounce in a second.
Yeah, I was waiting on that one too.
But one out here, runner on first. It's a situation that Sauer's been able to get out of a couple times so far and looking to do it again.
I know. What are they making, subs?
Yeah, still got one out here, so you just got to rear back and not worry too much. Try to get these final outs here. It's a Crockett at the dish.
I would say a good last game for Crockett, but really the truth is it felt like everyone from UMass-Boston was having a good first game in that early one. Everyone felt like they stood out. So looking for a different outcome here, allowing only 4 hits thus far, no earned runs, no runs at all. Crockett takes that one for ball 1.
One thing I've always found interesting about the game is like the umpire takes a while. It takes longer to make the calls, whereas in like baseball, we're more used to like it's immediate usually.
You know, and it's a lot harder to argue and fight a call when you're kind of second guessing. You go, I don't know what it was, because there's a bit of a gap here, and you know, maybe I did see it wrong.
Yeah.
But, yeah, much slower calls over here. That one driven over to Picard at shortstop, looking for the double play ball. Murray. Murray grabs it at second, able to get the lead runner. Throw over to first, not in time, but a really great play, heads-up play by everyone in that infield, and that's what we've seen in the second game.
Yeah, now you're just one out away from getting out of it here. Still with the lead.
Lauren Minor at the plate.
Obviously get it, hopefully to the seventh, get to the bottom of the sixth, give your offense a chance to add on maybe, give you some breathing room.
First pitch to Minor. Apparently that one was a little low. Gonna go as ball one.
It didn't look too bad to me, but
Sarah's also done a great job at getting back in these counts. Often falling early right there once again, coming in with the 1-1 count on that strike.
You got it, Liz!
So Sowers pitched I would assume the whole game?
No.
Oh, no.
So
okay,
Sowers came in and actually closed. Big swing and a miss right there. That'll be 2 strikes, 1-2 count. Sowers came in, closed the last game. And then Meg Stragowski came in, went scoreless until about big swing and a miss right there. Strikeout for Sowers, and that'll put that one away, going to the bottom of the 6th here, where the Owls look to extend their lead, but so far scoreless from the Beacons after a great outing so far from Stragowski and Sowers. We'll be right back.
We are Keene State. Here, we believe that everyone is welcome and anything is possible.
Look closer. We are a tight-knit community, an inclusive community, where people can be their true selves. Bring your ability, background, culture, or traditions, whatever makes you you.
You already have what it takes. Welcome to Keene State.
College sports fans, get ready for game day with officially licensed merchandise from the NCAA official online shop, ncaa.com/shop. Get the whole family geared up with the best collection of apparel and accessories, including t-shirts, sweatshirts, headwear, championship gear, and more. Visit the NCAA shop for today's special offer.
Welcome back here to the Owl Athletic Complex. Number 6, Elise Picard, making plenty of plays in the infield now, leading off. First pitch in the dirt for ball one.
Come on, Elise.
I think we talked about a little between the break. I think Cherry's pitch count getting up there. I think 83 coming into this inning.
Oh, that one. Deep left field will be out of play. Foul. Great power, great contact. Just a little bit to the left there, but definitely something the Owls are going to look to replicate with this next pitch here.
Thought we had a home run there right off the bat here in the bottom of the 6th.
You're good luck. You should be calling all of them.
Wasn't such good luck for on the baseball side today. Put 13-7 against the Eastcom Warriors. Oh, what a slow pitch there. Got a strike.
And then for the strike. Some interesting calls, but with a score and a scoreboard that looks like this, you can't be too mad if you're the Owls. Just got to stay ahead of it.
And just 3 outs away on the other side, putting this one in the win column.
Oh, Picard drives that one foul once again.
Obviously, you got your top of the order here. You'd like to have a little bit more breathing room than just a run, but Picard obviously been very good all season. 337.
1-2 count here. Shay getting up there close to the 90s. That one driven now. Foul on the right side.
At least we don't have the problem right now with that we had a little bit earlier. That was baseballs going on the softball field, softballs going on the baseball field. Always fun.
Now only one game to worry about here, and what looks like a game for the Owls to take. 1-2 count. Picard's gone foul deep left, deep right, and maybe we can see a shot out to the outfield now here and get the base path warmed up.
Yeah, she came relatively close early in this count to having a home run, obviously drifting a little left of the foul pole out in left field.
Play with 3 balls now.
Picard batting .337 for the year, leading off for the Owls. Stayed alive with this 1-2 count with the last foul ball, looking for something in play here.
Nice. Good ball. Go ahead.
Not fielded cleanly. Picard's going 2.
Nice. Nice hit by Picard there. Playing good piece 2 strike in, not doing too much with it, just poking it the other way to right field. That's textbook.
That's a phenomenal leadoff double right there, especially at the top of your order. That's where you want it to get warmed up here. And what hopefully, if you're the Owls, can hold this lead in the last time you're at the plate today.
You got it out!
Abby Waiterman at the plate now. Number 32, looking to drive in Picard. First pitch comes in low, inside. It's going to be ball 1.
Yeah, certainly a start, though, to this inning that you're looking for. Get the leadoff base runner, obviously already in scoring position. Just another base hit away, probably, from adding another run.
This one in there for strike 1. A slow count call like we talked about.
Delayed.
Most of them you can just tell right away, but others, you want to wait and see what they say. Yeah, I mean, a really interesting start. That first inning, 2 base runners on in the first game for the Owls.
Oh, it's good.
Looking what I would have thought would have been a sacrifice bunt there, instead leading to the base hit.
That was perfectly done there by Widerman. Just dropped it down. Ball absolutely died there. And I'm kind of surprised the catcher didn't maybe let it roll a little bit further, trying to let it go foul. But that worked out perfect. Not only you get no sacrifice, but you reach his base too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you're the catcher there, you're trying to get to it quickly and maybe hoping for an easy out over at first, and instead, ultimately, keeping it fair may have been a problem. But looked like what would have been 2 very offensive-heavy games. I mean, even the start to that last game, Owls have 2 on base early, not able to capitalize. They don't get any more on base for the rest of the game. I think there was a walk later on. Now quiet offensively for both, but the Owls' offense heating up here in the 6th, what could ultimately put them over the edge.
I'll say, it's really interesting. I've really been able to watch many of their games this year, but seeing some of the scores, compare that to years past. And a lot of the same players on this team, too, from, the past few years. So it's been really interesting. It seems like, Coach Chandler's done a really great job with this team coming into their first season. Did get to talk with her actually at the one of the men's basketball games. I think it was men's basketball back in the winter.
Oh, 1 count here for Halverson.
Nice.
On the first base line.
Nice.
Home is not made.
What are you watching?
That's an absolute horrible call that cannot be made. That is a run that puts you up by 2 in the 6th.
She couldn't have been more safe.
I thought obviously she was in safe. Didn't look very close.
Before the ball even got there, let alone the tag.
Yeah, it's just...
I'll get in here, though.
We had some controversial umpiring in the baseball game, too, and that's just... you can't have that. Obviously, that's a big run right there.
No, that's game changing right there, and it hurts even more us having the replay up here. And we just we saw it with that delay. We saw it on the field, and we look over to the screen, and a second later we see it again. But if you're the Owls, you got to stay composed. You got to stay relaxed. I know the crowd's obviously agitated. Your coaches are agitated. You're going to be agitated. But right now you got runners on first and second, only 1 out. You've been able to make good contact here, but that one stings a little bit.
Yeah, Coach Chandler obviously talking with the plate umpire, and obviously understand frustration with that call.
Take that. You're not.
But yeah, I mean, it looked to me like, even if the throw might have beat her, I mean, she was clearly behind the catcher, but she went to make the tag. She's already on top of the plate.
My problem there is you're tagging someone out and her hip's already on home plate. So how did her feet not touch? That's just a bad call.
That was foul.
They've had a little conference there with the base umpire to keep the count.
And that's the problem there. Is the only one that can really make the decision is behind home plate. And so when that's his original call, it's going to be tough to overturn that without any kind of replay at this point. But
unfortunately, we can't go to a replay center on those. Obviously, it's D3, but
Lunkovitz at the plate, first pitch inside, ball 1. One runner in scoring position, another on first.
Yeah, to your point, though, I mean, they do still have, runners on first and second with just one out.
I mean, this is a situation that you'd love to be in throughout this game. Another interesting call, I'd say, to keep my job safe. But that is that ball was called in the strike zone.
Should be Warren, the Keene bench. I don't know. The dugout over there.
Looks like it. I mean, it's tough to blame him at this point. You battle back. You go through the, you persist a loss of 9-0. You get into this game. You're playing it really tough. You should have a 2-0 lead, and then you get a call like that at home plate. It's not what you want to see.
Yeah, I think he gave some kind of warning because he's writing it down on one of his index cards.
That was bad. Got a good angle.
Got something right.
Home plate umpire now is 2. Yeah, this not to obviously tie in the baseball game too much, but we had a few moments over there where there were a few umpire conferences throughout the day, and it was just some of them seemed to be kind of questionable too. But
we're looking back at the replay here. She's only safe by about 1.5 miles on that play at home.
I just don't understand.
Obviously the umps don't have replay. We do.
But even with that, I mean, that wasn't, it wasn't even really that bang-bang.
You don't need replay for that. You just need to be looking at the game.
Yeah.
Oh. That one fouled off, and it's going to be strike 2. 1-2 count here for Lunkovitz. And that's the thing. You don't blame the dugout for getting going. You don't blame the fans here. You want that level of intensity, but you're going to need Lunkovitz to stay relaxed at the plate.
Yeah, obviously she's still in an RBI spot after all that.
On that one, yeah. It's going to be a strikeout there, and now puts it in a tough spot. Now still runner on first and second. Phenomenal hitter with Liv Whittier, great speed on the base path, but you're looking to drive in another run, a little bit of insurance here, and stay ahead in this one. Whittier is going to come to the plate here. That one in the dirt. Runner is going to head on back to second. A little bit of a stare down there with the catcher. There's those kind of plays where you're kind of hoping for an error. Maybe they overthrow or something like that, but instead gets it back safely, and we're looking at a 1-0 count for Whittier.
That's probably what Whiteman was trying to do at second. Just grab back throw. Maybe, go to the outfield, try to be able to at least get to third, maybe even around third. Try to get that second run that way. Obviously 2 out. Can need a big hit here.
That one a little high, going to be called for a strike. 1-1 count. Whittier drives in. And reaches the outfield. Waterman's running for home. And she has it. The run is there. 2-1 lead for the Owls now. A great piece of hitting for Whittier.
Oh, I was just about to say that. Yeah, I mean, you could see it all the way. She really waited on that one. Came in a little bit slower, but stayed through it and just drives it up the middle. That's exactly what you're looking for there. And there you go. You get that second run. Obviously, maybe it could have been more, but you have some cushion now, maybe, and obviously still a chance to add on.
No, and that's what we talked about. The biggest thing is staying composed at the plate. No matter how frustrating the calls are, you're in a good spot with runners on base. 2 outs here. Carissa Miller at the plate takes ball 1. 1-0 count. Still runners on first and second. And a little bit of speed on the path with Whittier now on first.
You talked about kind of Cherry's pitch count, too, coming into this inning and how she might be starting to get tired out there. And, obviously she's been getting hit around a little bit more this inning. I mean, just 5 hits for Keene.
I mean, we've seen the hit count double now so far. And so 5 might be low, but, I think 2 or 3 of them coming in this one already way more than we had earlier in the game.
Yeah, that's
Cherry sitting at 101.
Just
for the game.
surpassed the century mark, yeah.
And at this point, you know, with the 2 outs, you're getting into those counts with 2 strikes. You're getting into some softer contact. Looks like they're going to hold on and try to let her finish this one out. But I think one more big play here from Keene can pull her out and mix things up a little bit.
Yeah, and obviously just got a big hit there. But, you know, on her end, I mean, she's still just 1 out away from getting through this inning. Obviously, you'll have the top of the 7th, maybe the last chance for UMass-Boston today. A little bit of delay there. Extra oomph there, it looked like, from Cherry on that one.
Yeah, picking up the speed a lot. She has that off speed that she's come in with a couple times. It's really confused batters when it finds the zone, and if it doesn't, they're still kind of swinging at it, wondering where it's going. But that one puts a little bit of speed on it, and now we're looking at a 1-2 count for Miller. Miller contact, third baseline foul. Gonna stay alive and see another pitch.
You talked about the off speed, though. I mean, that was the one that Whittier kind of sat back on, it looked like, and was able to knock it up the middle. Able to drive in Whiterman. That big second run.
Miller here, 1-2 count, looking to break this game wide open with another RBI for the Owls. That one looks to be Ted outside. Maybe a little get-back call there, but that's going to be called the ball for a 2-2 count.
Some of the some of the UMass-Boston players looked like they were ready to head back to the dugout with that one.
This one fouled off. Miller going to stay another pitch, and we talked about just the fatigue, looking closer to now 110 pitches maybe for Cherry. This is going to be something to look into depending on how this at bat ends.
Now, obviously, you don't want to get too greedy, but if they can come through here, it'd be pretty big.
Fouled off once again. Really dragging this at bat out. This is what you want. You want her to just slip up on one of those pitches over the middle.
Yeah, good at bat. Good battle here by Miller, definitely.
Starting out, I believe it was a 1-2. Climb back into it now, seen 3 or 4 more pitches since then.
Just fouling off those tough ones.
2-2 on the way. High for ball 3. We're going to look at a full count here from Miller.
Can't tell if where their bullpen would be if they had anybody up.
I believe they were warming up over there earlier near ours. I believe there's just one. I don't see any activity yet. That one inside, and it will walk and load the bases.
That's going to bring up Molly Murray. Another multi-sport athlete along with Ricard on this team, also on the field hockey team. Obviously, senior year this year. Ricard just the sophomore. But yeah, this is a big spot. You know, Cherry remains in the game, so we'll see.
Molly Murray, 378 on the season. Looking for something big here, looking for a spark. First one in there for strike 1. And we could talk about that play at the plate and, you know, how the call was missed. But right here, you know, you drive in 2, 3, maybe even 3 runs, and there's no what-ifs, there's no ands, there's no question marks. You really take a commanding lead.
Yeah, almost certainly be out of reach for the Beacons if you could do that. Obviously big, though, to push across that second run, give yourself more breathing room. Whereas, you know, before you're just one swing away from the game being tied, so.
Good eye right there from Murray, 1-1 count. That one inside, now looking at a 2-1 count. Two-one pitch on the way. Big swing and miss from Murray. It's going to be strike 2.
Kind of an interesting stance from Murray at the plate. It seems like she holds her left hand kind of up more on the bat. Or actually, yeah, it's her left hand. Is it?
A little bit higher. Great speed from Murray. That one outside for ball 3, and now we're looking at another full count.
Never know what these delay calls. I'm always like,
yeah, you're right on the edge, especially with the 2 strikes.
Yeah,
you're right there.
one right
But,
down the middle.
but interesting situation here. Murray has had a good eye so far. Full count pitch on the way. Big cut from Murray and a swing and a miss. Owls will only come away with 1 in that one, but that makes it a 2-run lead. I was looking to go for their 6th straight scoreless inning and come away with the win here. We'll be right back with the bottom of the 6th. Excuse me, top of the 7th.
We are Keene State. Here, we believe that everyone is welcome and anything is possible.
Look closer. We are a tight-knit community, an inclusive community, where people can be their true selves. Bring your ability, background, culture, or traditions, whatever makes you you.
You already have what it takes. Welcome to Keene State.
I learned a lot of valuable lessons playing college football. I never thought about the health benefits of exercise until I actually started to talk to coaches in college. It's not only just for performance, it's for life. My coaches instilled the importance of well-being, not only building up strength, mental health, getting enough sleep, eating properly is all what it is to be healthy. I decided that I want to go into personal trainer and share my knowledge that I obtained in college about physical and mental well-being.
Welcome back here to the Owl Athletic Complex. Different story than the first game. Owls currently leading 2-0. A total of only 9 hits in the entire game. At this point, we looked at 9 runs for the game in this first game of the doubleheader. Mary Matthews at the plate, looking to lead things off for the Beacons. Lays down the bunt, fouled off.
How's that? That good? Yeah, and obviously we talked about how, it can be kind of funny sometimes when he gets outscored 9-0 in the first game and then on the verge trying to take game 2 by foul 2-0. So still being outscored 9-2, but you still have a chance to come out of today with a doubleheader split.
Yeah, this would be huge. I've seen it before calling a few games, or calling a good amount of games last year, a good amount of games 2 years ago, but this would be one of those rare occasions where, you get a shorter game, you end that first one up in the 5th inning, and you get out of the second one with a win, and you kind of are a little puzzled there about who did what and, who's playing at their highest point.
That's the thing above all else, too, in that first game, you got Mercy rolled.
That one driven out to right field. Miller right over a glove. Back at the wall, Miller throws it in. Runners going to third and safe. Miller just not able to completely read that one. Jumps up to field it just right off the top of the glove.
Not the start we were looking for to begin this top of 7th, but that's why that second run's huge, because now, obviously, Matthews not the tying run at third. So if this run scores and you get out of the inning, it's no harm, no foul.
I've talked about this before. We've talked about this before in this game with runners on first, runners on second. Even a few runners get to third. Just being able to focus on the batter at the plate. Sauer's able to do that right there with strike 1.
I think I can play the balls and strikes. Right?
But yeah, this 2-run lead, you can forget about the runner on third. Obviously, you don't want her to score, but if you can stay at the plate and get 3 outs there, it won't matter. Second pitch in there. That one's popped up deep left. Whittier coming over from center, makes the grab, throw to home. Oh, throw. Not in time. Great throw.
Yeah, that was a great throw. Obviously the run scores, but you'll certainly, you'll trade an out right there for a run.
The aim of that throw, the direction of it, the power, everything was there. Really, you just couldn't get it there in time. That runner, too much speed. That's why they had her leading off. It is what it is, and now you got to trying to hold on to this 1-run lead with 2 outs to go.
That's the thing, probably most importantly, just get that first out. Nobody aboard now. Still got the lead. Just get these next 2 batters, and you have the game.
Maya Rodriguez at the plate now for the Beacons. First pitch comes in as a ball, 1-0 count. Second pitch on the way. That one's deep. Center field. Whittier underneath it. Makes the grab. That's out number 2.
There you go. 1 away. Got 1 more here for Sowers, and
you take home a double-hitter split against a good team.
And not only, but, you know, we talked about Sowers comes in and closes that game in the first game with those last 2 innings and lets up, you know, an earned run. Not a great day, but did what she needed to do. Bounces back with really a spectacular performance thus far in this one. That pitch high inside for ball one.
She wanted that.
Avery Weinstein at the plate.
Girl.
That pitch is in there for strike one. It's a 1-1 count.
Thought he wasn't going to call there for a second, then finally at the end.
The delay is building with the pressure, I think. I think he's adding a couple seconds every time. It means a little bit more. 1-1 count, pitch on the way. Big swing and a miss. Not able to find the zone. Weinstein not able to make contact, and we're looking at a 1-2 count here.
Yeah, it's one more pitch. He etched this one in the win column. This will be, you know, if Keene can hold on, this will be a big win for this team, especially with the good year they've had so far.
And that puts the game away. A scoreless game, only 5 hits in this second one. Keene wins it 2-1 against UMass-Boston. Despite fighting through the loss in the first game, despite the questionable calls in the 6th inning, Keene pulled this one out with a great defensive effort and some scoring at the end.
Yeah, Ryan, obviously I only saw the last 2 innings, but obviously it seems like a very good win for them, and some timely hitting there in the bottom of the 6th. They're able to get this one done, and again, earn a split against the team that coming in is very good.
Yeah, great, solid, strong softball in that second game. We'll be right back with an interview with our player of the game, our head coach from the Keene State Owls. We'll be right back.
We know you will find your community along Appian Way here at Keene State College. Over a campfire on the Student Center lawn. In some friendly games and competition. Or in a club you connect to at the Student Involvement Fair. Maybe you will find your people on the courts, in a cheering section in the stands, at the rink on the ice, skating as an owl, or chilling in the yoga studio. Your connections may take place on the quad, listening to music, hanging out with friends, participating in a Keene State tradition like Pumpkin Palooza, or working on a group project, studying with classmates. Maybe your talents will bring you together with your community on one of our stages, in the main theater, or the recital hall at the Redfern Arts Center. For us, community is all about the people you meet and the connections you make. At Keene State, our community is really about you.
So when I ask students why Keene State, the students say unanimously it's the sense of community. The feel when you walk on this campus is immediately a sense of belonging, a sense of safety, a sense of welcome, and a sense of opportunity and promise. And so I think our students feel that when they come to our campus, and they experience it when they join us. Why students choose this campus is the sense and feel, and also the opportunity and the promise of that opportunity for them when they're making the decision. And why they stay is that we deliver on that promise. We have students from urban environments, from rural environments, and when they come to Keene State in those first weeks of forming a new community, they bring all of those experiences together to create a better Keene State. It's a campus small enough to feel a sense of recognition and identity, and a campus big enough to feel part of something bigger than yourself. This isn't a passive experience, so please get engaged, find a club, make a new group of friends, get involved in a recreational sport activity, in an intramural sport, get involved in a creative performance, go see a show, be a part of this community and squeeze everything you can out of Keene State. And if you do that, I am confident you will have an exceptional experience and your life will be changed as a result of it.
I worked in HVAC when I was in high school, and I really liked being on a job site. When Keene State came to my high school, the admissions counsellor told me I could have a job on a job site and also make a difference on people's lives. He said being a safety engineer meant I could work with my hands, but also make sure that everybody was going to be home safely at the end of the day. The safety field is growing rapidly because companies are noticing that keeping their workers healthy means that they can keep their workers working. My plan is to graduate from Keene State so I can get back onto a job site as a safety engineer. It's great because there's jobs to choose from all over the United States, so I could go anywhere I want. Keene State is giving me the tools to make that happen.
The NCAA, driving change to do more for today's student athletes. The NCAA programs deliver $4 billion in scholarships every year. Those D1 scholarships are now guaranteed. Health and well-being services are mandatory. Student athletes get tutoring as well as financial literacy coaching because almost everyone is going pro in something other than sports. The NCAA, driving change to do more for today's student athletes.
When we put this uniform on, we're preparing to serve our home state of New Hampshire. We serve part-time in our own communities and for our families and friends. In any emergency or disaster, you can count on the soldiers of the New Hampshire Army National Guard to be there. Our mission here at home is to make life better for everyone, and the benefits we earn help us improve our own lives. Learn more about part-time service with the New Hampshire Army National Guard at nationalguard.com/NH.
I worked in HVAC when I was in high school, and I really liked being on a job site. When Keene State came to my high school, the admissions counselor told me I could have a job on a job site and also make a difference on people's lives. He said being a safety engineer meant I could work with my hands, but also make sure that everybody was going to be home safely at the end of the day. The safety field is growing rapidly because companies are noticing that keeping their workers healthy means that they can keep their workers working. My plan is to graduate from Keene State so I can get back onto a job site as a safety engineer. It's great because there's jobs to choose from all over the United States, so I can basically go anywhere I want. Keene State is giving me the tools to make that happen.
New Car has over 1,700 pre-owned vehicles, the largest selection of inventory in New Hampshire. New Car Nissan of Keene, competitive prices. With a selection of over 30 brands, New Car has exactly what you need across the Granite State. Find your new car from any of new dealerships throughout the Northeast and get it shipped to New Car Nissan of Keene for free. Plus, we'll deliver your new car right to your door. Visit New Car Nissan of Keene today and discover why everyone loves a new car.
Welcome back here. The Owls just finished off a 2-1 win against UMass-Boston Beacons. We're here with Olivia Sowers after pitching in both games. The first question I have is coming into that first game down by a lot. You're coming in with 2 innings left. Like, how do you wrap your head around that? How do you keep your composure out there, knowing it's kind of like, you're digging yourself out of that hole?
I just kind of make sure to remember that my team has my back, and I just do my job and they'll do theirs, and I should be good.
UMass-Boston coming in was obviously a very good team. The first game didn't go kind of the way you guys wanted. The second game obviously, ended on a much better note. How did it feel to be able to get a split, especially against a tough team like that?
I mean, it felt amazing. I think everyone was playing their hearts out, and to come back in that second game and win that, it was just amazing.
You guys played incredible defense throughout that whole second game. You finishing it off with that last strikeout at the end. How does that feel, that moment? Like, do you know when that pitch leaves your hand, you're like, all right, I got it here?
Yes, and as a freshman, that just felt amazing. Everyone was so proud of me, and I just felt like I really did my job coming in.
Awesome. You had an awesome day today. Great job, great win, and good luck with the rest of the season.
Thank you.
I learned a lot of valuable lessons playing college football. I never thought about the health benefits of exercise until I actually started to talk to coaches in college. It's not only just for performance, it's for life. My coaches instilled the importance of well-being, not only building up strength, mental health, getting enough sleep, eating properly is all what it is to be healthy. I decided that I want to go into personal trainer and share my knowledge that I obtained in college about physical and mental well-being.
Welcome back here. We're the head coach of Keene State Owls after a great 2-1 win. Really strong defensive performance. You dropped the first game. What are you telling the girls going into the second, and how do you guys regroup? Because it's a really good UMass-Boston team. It's a tough loss, to handle in that first. How are you able to flip the switch going into the second?
Yeah, we talked about grit. We talked about, and it's something that we've been talking about frequently is, get in the other team's face. Like, the worst thing you can do right now is just like roll over and like take another L. And we've talked a lot about like this team has a lot of talent. Both teams on this field today has a lot of talent. And we talked about just grit, like pull yourselves together, like get gritty, get mad, and like let's do a job.
Yeah, so obviously, in that second game towards the end, I was only here for the last couple innings, but we saw kind of an interesting play there at the plate that obviously I think you weren't happy with, and I think a lot of us understood why. How did you kind of, regroup the team, though? I mean, you guys ended up scoring the second run, though. That was a huge run, obviously, in the game. How did you kind of regroup the team after that moment?
You have to. I mean, that's what softball is. Like, you cannot dwell on things, and that's something that we talk about a lot, too, is, like, you just have to let it go, and there's nothing I can do about it. I can talk to the umpires and tell them all my feelings, but you just have to let go. And so the next thing I said was, like, hey, we got however many outs, like, let's go. And so you just got to, like, model that so that they can do that. Yeah.
And on top of that, you guys are up to 15 overall wins this year. That was your 4th win in the conference. A team that really has made some really good strides this year. What do you think has been the key kind of to the team's success?
They've been so coachable, and that is like, they've been coachable, and they're also so kind to each other. And they take care of each other, but they challenge each other, and they hold each other accountable, and those are things that they struggled with in past years. So, we reflect after, like anything. We reflect after practices, and we reflect after games. And it's a huge testament to them that they're just willing to do things different. And I think they're excited to play, like, hard-nosed, like, hard softball, and be challenged and do goofy plays like that and, like, take risks. So I think it's a huge testament to them, for sure.
Yeah, an awesome outing in that second game. Now, in that second, we saw Megan Stragowski go 4 2/3. Really great defensive performance all around, but really great pitching as well, holding them scoreless in the first 4. Was that decision to switch over to Sowers predetermined, or was that something that you knew you were just going to feel out throughout the game?
It was kind of predetermined. We knew that we wanted to go Meg first because, UMass-Boston, they did a really great job hitting Lila and Carissa, who are like, hard ball pitchers. And so we went with a little bit of funk from Meg because she's got her drop and she has her awesome changeup. And, we figured like we'll go Meg and we'll give her kind of a short leash just because like this is a very, very good hitting team. And we knew that we wanted to go to Liv because Liv honestly did awesome in the first game, like right at the end. So we were like, well, we might as well keep rolling. So it was the plan, and then we knew that we had Lila and Carissa in our back pocket if we needed.
Awesome. Now you guys next game on Thursday off a really energetic, strong win like this. What's your outlook for the rest of the season, and how do you talk to the girls after this game?
Yeah, I mean, like we're in a good spot. We talk about the importance of our conference wins. Thursday we have Westfield, and they are an excellent program. They've been doing really well this year. So we're going to have to bring it. And then, when we face Rick later in the week, we're going to have to bring it again. So, just like staying tough and staying up and kind of like riding that high, but also forgetting about it at the same time. We talk about like remembering the lesson, but forget the day. So, remember how it feels, but forget about the day because you got to do it again.
Awesome. Great win. Really strong comeback at the end there. And have a great day. Good luck with the rest of your season.
Thanks, y'all.
Thank you.
New Car has over 1,700 pre-owned vehicles, the largest selection of inventory in New Hampshire. New Car Nissan of Keene has the most competitive prices. With a selection of over 30 brands, New Car has exactly what you need across the Granite State. Find your new car from any of New Car's family of dealerships throughout the Northeast and get it shipped to New Car Nissan of Keene for free. Plus, we'll deliver your new car right to your door. Visit New Car Nissan of Keene today and discover why everyone loves a new car.
Fenton Family Dealerships. The Tri-State area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs has state-of-the-art service facilities and services all makes and models. Home to an exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty on no extra cost to you. Locally owned since 1986. More information at FentonDealerships.com.
We are Keene State. Here, we believe that everyone is welcome and anything is possible.
Look closer. We are a tight-knit community, an inclusive community, where people can be their true selves. Bring your ability, background, culture, or traditions, whatever makes you you.
You already have what it takes. Welcome to Keene State.
Thank you for tuning into the Sullivan Tire postgame show. Today's game on the Owls Media Network is brought to you by the New Hampshire Army National Guard. Visit nationalguard.com NH or call 1-800-GO-GUARD. New car Nissan of Keene, your premier new Nissan and used car dealership near Keene. Discover the new car difference. American Steel Fabricators. Visit AmericanSteelFab.com. Fenton Family Dealerships, the Tri-State area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, locally owned since 1986. Fieldstone Land Consultants, a professional engineering, land surveying, and environmental services company serving New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Vermont, and Maine. The Mellinson Company, commercial and residential roofing since 1932. Engelbreth Construction, and we build relationships for life. Sullivan Tire, located in Winchester Street in Keene, we are always here to get you there. Noyer's Volkswagen. We look forward to guiding you on your Volkswagen journey. And by the Best Western Plus Hotel located at 401 Winchester Street in Keene. The Owls finished up 2 games today, the first losing 9-0 with only 5 innings. They came back, won the next one 2-1 with a great defensive performance and great plays at the plate. You can catch the Keene State softball team Thursday against Westfield for their doubleheader, and the boys baseball team on the Owls Media Network against Springfield tomorrow afternoon. Have a great day.
You have been watching a Keene State Athletics broadcast on the Owls Media Network. Please tune in to our next broadcast and thank you for watching.